deal with it. What's up, everybody? How you doing? I'm doing Instagram and YouTube. I haven't done YouTube in a bit, so I'm trying to show them some love. Just getting ready for my show tonight. What's up, uni nerd? Have to get all my merch ready, and I got to figure out what I'm gonna talk about to these couples, man. Yo. It's a Valentine's Day show, so I got to go out there and talk about love. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me make sure that live chat's on there. Okay, good. Nice hair. Thank you. Are you being serious? It's fine. It's bedhead mostly. You know, I really haven't done anything or whatever. What does it say? What? Guess what? What happened? You can't be talking about fuck love on Valentine's Day. It really ain't about fuck love. It's fuck the exes that fucked you over. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the people that don't give you a chance, but you don't want the people that don't give you a chance, man. A dude flew across the country to see my friend. Oh no! Oh, that's the worst. That sucks. For V-Day. Oh, I mean, are they in love or did they just fucking do that? Did they just decide to go fly? You shouldn't do that, man. Traveling across country to go see someone, you better be in love because you're putting them in a weird place where it's just like, I got to deal with you making you happy now, you know? Oh, shut up, Anita. Buen. I saw you once and then you're like, oh, I'm going to keep coming to your shows and hanging out. I'm a comic. And then you're always on the road. I mean, you're hustling, you know. I never see you in actual person anymore. Yeah, you don't want to be flying out for that stuff. My students gave me chocolate heart at work. All right, what are you doing? Folding clothes? No, I'm folding my t-shirts. Is what it is. Nobody on YouTube has said anything yet, but maybe they'll pop on. Trying to be like you, it's the way to do it. Just hustle. I get it. You know? Ain't no shame in that game. I'll be in Fort Worth next week, though. Are you out? Are you out of town? Anyway, I want to talk about that guy that flew. That's crazy. Yeah, I remember I had a girl fly out to come see me once. Actually, I've had it a couple of times. You know what? Actually, I've had it 3 times, to be honest. Yeah, 3. 3 is a good number. How do you purchase? I mostly sell them at shows. Sometimes I'll sell them online. I just haven't done it because it's just extra work. So maybe one day I'll do it. Is this live chat on YouTube working? Hey, if you're on YouTube, just send me a quick comment. Oh, there you are. There you are. Yo, what up, Joe Mama? Got him. Will you do a show in Chicago? Sure. Are you going to hire me? You got one lined up or whatever? So, no, it's not pimp bad. One of them was dope. I'll say that. I guess one was a girlfriend, you know, so that doesn't count. I mean, she flew out to see me. I just didn't have a place for her. And that's what sucks is that she wanted to come see me in Florida, you know, when I was working on something. I was working on that reality show for Pitbull, and I had no place to stay. I was crashing on one of the writers' couches, and I didn't have no money. So I was like, fuck, I can't show you a good time, you know? And I felt bad, man. Like, I felt like shit. And I wanted to show because it was the first time she flew out. She was in Florida. I didn't have money to, like, get another hotel or really rent a car. I think I rented a car for one day, and I felt bad, you know? And kind of makes you a little mean when somebody imposes themselves on you and you can't take care of them, you know, because you're just like, I don't know what to do. And we slept on a couch. Like, that was it. Me and her cuddled up on a couch. Another girl, I don't know why she flew out to see me, man, to be honest. She was like, she had a choice to either come fly out to see me or to go see, what does it say? Well, I don't remember the guy. I don't know what the fuck. YouTube never fucking works. She said her choice was to either go see Linkin Park, right? Or come see me. And she chose me. And I was like, you should have chosen Linkin Park. The fuck's wrong with you? You know, she said she won passes to go see Linkin Park, and then it's like you should have just gone and done that. No, I'm not balling. It's stupid. What makes you think I'm balling? Because I have an Instagram? Is that why you think I'm balling? No, comics don't make that type of money. You got to be like super famous. Fucking Grumpy Cat makes more money than me. Talking about, are you balling? When did I ever present the idea that I was balling? I never even faked it. Like, yeah, look at this shit. No, I mean, this is balling to me. Pellegrino. That's it right there. She could have took you to the concert. The thing is this, is that I don't know why she wanted to visit in the first place. You know, we flirted a little. I met her once, and then she just decided, yo, I'm going to fly out to see you. And then I had to pick her up, and it was just a terrible attitude the whole time she was there. And I was counting the days to like send her back. It's like, fuck, man. I got to send her back, man. What about my fancy suits? A suit doesn't mean you're balling. That doesn't mean nothing. Having a suit, every man should have a suit. You should have a suit ready to go. What are you talking about? A suit. In fact, when you see somebody balling, how many of them are wearing suits? How many of those fucking SoundCloud rappers are wearing suits? You know what I'm saying? Hey, fam, what are your fam name like knickknack? What? Hey, fam, what are your fam name like knickknacks? What? Can you do a show in England? Yeah, if they hire me. I can do a show wherever they'll hire me. I, unfortunately, am not booked in any of those places you're asking me to go perform. It's not like I'm avoiding it. I just don't have enough of a fan base out there. You know, that's it. It's just numbers. It's all numbers, guys. It's all simple math. You know what I'm saying? When you coming to Dallas? I was in Dallas a few months ago. Did you not go? See, look at that. How balling am I when my fans don't even remember when I was in their town? How balling is that? It ain't balling at all. If I was balling, they'd be like, yo, we got to go see Nick. He's balling. Every time he's here, take off work. Fuck my kids. You know what I'm saying? People debate whether they want to come see me. I ain't balling yet. I already did Dallas back in, I think, December or whatever. I'm going to be last stop for the DFW is Fort Worth next week. And that's it for right now. I don't think there's going to be anything else coming up for a while out there. Damn, I snoozed. Yeah, man, you snoozed, man. The name of your fans like a cure name, the Nick Jet. Nah, I got no name for my fans. I don't want to make you guys a fucking group. Oh, the Knicks. Get out of here. Go be your own individual. If you guys want to come up with a name, it's all on you. Just it's 2019. Just get you a girl who could take care of you. You know how hard that is to find nowadays? A girl that takes care, that really takes care. I mean, some of y'all believe you do. Some women out there do bare minimum, and since they don't know any more, they think like, yo, I'm taking care of him. You know, it's like, no, you're not, but that's okay. You know, there's a lot of bare minimum relationships out there, honestly, on both sides, but people don't know any better, right? What's this? Your fan base is in California. I live in California. I'm always out there. Where the fuck are you guys? I constantly perform in California. Where the fuck is my fan base that's out there? In fact, come entertain Latinos. Latinos are the least supportive because they don't like you until you're famous, and then 6 months later they hate on you. That's the problem with Latinos. They don't fucking. I was in Fresno 2 weekends ago. You know how many people showed up? My Latinos, 16. Really, honestly, I don't know, but it was a tiny crowd. So I was there. Where were they? Where were they, man? And it wasn't even a special day. Jessica Madden comes in, drives out, sees me. You know what I'm saying? She brings people. Fuck George Lopez. Why would you say that? I'm not about that. I'm not about hating on other Latino comics. That's not. It's tough. It's hard being a Latino comic. First off, you just want to be a comic. You don't even want to be just considered that, because then they put you in that box or whatever, and they never let you leave it. But this infighting between Latino comics is the stupidest thing ever. Like, I'll never say fuck another Latino comic. Well, two of them. because they did personal shit to me. But I won't say their names, right? But yo, I don't know. I got no problem with most of them. You know, it's tough out here. It's tough to get people to come see you. See here. I'll see you in Oxnard. Thank you. What's wrong with Italians? Nothing wrong with Italians. Oh, that's right. Italians are considered Latinos. All right, let me get specific. Mexicans. Well, you know, it's just a different generational gap and things like that. The problem with having a Mexican fan base is you have that weird generation split where there is the only Spanish speakers and there's the only English speakers. And then there's some that are bilingual. But if you know this, you know that the only Spanish speakers, they don't really go and entertain other forms of entertainment that aren't Spanish, or at least for a while. Like my grandparents, the only thing they entertained that was English speaking was like wrestling. That's it. They didn't go and watch movies and try to figure it out, this and that. It either had to be straight Spanish or nothing, right? We are now in a generation where that's kind of changing. You know what I'm saying? We're the third, fourth, fifth generation Mexicans that have lived in America are now wanting their entertainment. They want their guy. They want their comic. They want their people. So it's happening now. It's a slow process, but it's that's just what it is. It's slow, man. You know, Houston. No, I don't got any. My dates are up on my website. George left his wife after she gave him a kidney. Hey, that's on him, man. So what? Are you his wife? You know, I can't. Yeah, how many people mistreat their fucking wives? I can't go around hating on everybody for mistreating their wife. Is it fucked up? Possibly. Is it a situation I put myself in? Is it something he did to me? No. You know, that's just gossip. That's cheeseman, man. You know, a lot of people do fucked up shit. Why don't we talk about the fucked up shit that Mitch McConnell does? That motherfucker is ruining the USA, and we're worried about George Lopez? Fuck that, man. We need to be talking about the homeboy that said, the fucking politician that got elected and said he was going to drown his gay son if he found out he was gay. That's the people we should talk about. You know what I'm saying? Cheeseman on each other is worthless. The real enemies are the people that are fucking ruining the country and trying to be greedy and take all our money and fucking keep us down. Those are the real enemies. Those are the people we really need to be talking about. Comedians, not so much. How many times have you been on Conan? Not once. I was on the Tonight Show. So never. I was never on Conan. Yep, exactly, man. My husband just said Juno crew. There you go, the Juno crew. There, that'll be my crew. Damn the man, save the empire. That's what we got to do, man. These fucking people that keep using us and have no concern for us. They're just trying to get all the power they can, and they do it slyly. They do it behind the backs of who we think is in charge, right? Because they don't want you actually attacking them. Fuck them, man. You should go on Conan. Oh, thanks. I'll write him a letter. Demand for Latinos. Well, that's the other thing. That's the other part of it. It's happening. Like with a movie like Coco. You know, Coco kind of proves that there is a market out there for, you know, Hispanic, Mexican culture, things like that, with that launching. So that's out there. So now you have a bunch of kids that are not Mexican watching Coco, kind of loving it. I mean, if their parents let them, right? And they will turn into teenagers, and then they'll become adults, and then all of a sudden the landscape will change. That's really the big fight right now of nationalism, is that people don't like the change. The nationalists, they hate the fucking fact that their kids are growing up looking at different faces. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to lose that battle, because what are you going to do? Misspelled grew up. Let's see here. There will be some Mexicans that you're showing forward. Yeah, there's okay, guys. Everybody that supports me that's Mexican, God bless them. You know, they are what we call the outliers. They're the connectors. You know what I'm saying? And mostly it's because my material doesn't. They are supportive of me. They're not supportive of my race. You know, and that's what I want. I want people that are supportive of me. I don't want people to come see me because they're like, we got to go because he's Mexican. I guess that helps. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to just perform only to one race. I want everybody to realize that, we all laugh at the same things. We all do the same stuff. That's why I barely mention race in my real stand-up. I'll do it randomly. I'll do it at certain shows. If I'm in like San Antonio or whatever, I feel comfortable, fuck it, I'm going to do it. But my main goal is to get an audience that doesn't look at me as a Latino before they look at me as a comedian. That's my main goal. Is Coco realistic to Mexicans and their traditions? More so real Mexicans. I didn't grow up with the Dia de los Muertos ideal. More Americanized, I guess. But that's really the goal of it. The goal is I want to be a comedian first that happens to be a Latino. I don't want to be a Latino comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the minute that these clubs start looking at me as a Latino comedian, then they don't give me any weekends. Every time you guys ask, hey, why aren't you here? Why aren't you there? Why aren't you there? Because these clubs don't believe that there's a Latino market. They don't look at me as just a comedian. They look at me as, oh, well, we got to have a Latino market. Well, we don't. And so we can't bring them out to England. Well, we can't bring them out to this and that. Because they honestly believe that nobody else will get my jokes, even though I'm saying it in English. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem, is that I want to be, and I think most comics don't want to be defined by their race. They want to be defined by their comedy. So it's just that. Can you name any British comedian? Yeah. Eddie Izzard. There you go. I know of a few. I like Megan, what's her name? Nina Conti, the ventriloquist. You got Eddie Izzard. Of course, you got what's his name? The dude was in all the Apatow movies. I can't right now because I'm exhausted, but just a few, I'm sure they can't name me. You should ask them. Do you know Nick Guerra? That's where the flip should be. My main goal is to blow us up and then act like I don't know nobody. That's the way to do it. Benny Hill. What about Benny Hill? I don't know Benny Hill. Russell Brand. There you go. That's the one. Yeah, I think I've heard of Jack Whitehall and Tim Minchin. I think or Tim Minchin, whatever, the guy that does the songs. I saw his stand-up special. It was pretty intense. It's really good. It's funny because like British comics get away with talking about being atheists and shit like that. You can't do that in America because people get offended, even though it's like, yo, I'm not changing your beliefs. It's just my belief. Comedy in Britain is more open to like the belief that it is a performance where we engage in a new thought and we enjoy it. Americans are like, make me laugh, clown. And that's the problem with the American culture. It's like, yo, if you ain't going to make me laugh, what the fuck am I doing here? But that's just the way it is. That's what makes America American. And I know you guys are going to start mentioning, but what about so-and-so who talks about such and such and the boo-boo? You know what I'm saying? Russell Howard, say hi, Brenda. All right, Brenda. In Britain, we give less of a fuck. Well, you guys are an older country. You've been through shit. America's still confused by its own identity. We really didn't have an American culture until like the last 200 years, if you really think about it, because we were still in that weird transition from the 100 years from the British culture into what was becoming the American culture. So it's not like there's a hardcore American culture, which is why everyone's so fucking identity lost and crazy. That's why everyone's going nuts, man, is because they really don't have an identity. And that's why they hate on ethnic people who do have an identity, because it's like, fuck you for having traditions and history and rituals and standards. We don't even know ours yet. We invented the suffragettes. America's invented feminists. Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not that smart. I ain't going to get too much into it. I can't do that, bro. I'm talking Americans, man. Stop trying to fuck up my live stream with this shit. Most have no culture. Yeah, a lot of them don't. It's unfortunate that, a lot of culture was lost in the transition from countries over to here. But then also this is the problem is that how long do you hang on to culture? How long do you hang on to tradition before you're like, okay, well, we we can't let these ideas and these beliefs stop our growth. We got to acknowledge our culture, but we can't let it infuriate when other people don't, you know? But whatever. Anyway, is anyone getting fucked tonight? Oh, we talk about some other shit. Too much money and time on their hands. Who has too much money? Americans? No. We pretend that was the sell. We've been lied to. Americans lied to themselves by telling themselves that they were the best country in the world. We've been lied to, by believing in the American dream that was sold to us but never actually given to us as an option. It was a lie. We are not a rich country. We are going broke because of the lie of what the American dream was: a big house, a whole bunch of fucking kids and your own property, and you keep working at the same job, and no matter what, you're going to get a raise, and then you're going to be able to retire and shit like that. Like when you're coming back to San Jose, when they hire me. Hey guys, when I'm going to any of these towns is when they hire me. What I got coming up right now is Fort Worth. I'll just break down the list right now. I got Fort Worth. I'm working on Seattle. I got a Vegas show. I'll be in St. Louis and Michael Yo, doing Denver this weekend. San Diego, hopefully coming in May. And I'm trying to work on some Arizona gigs. I'll be in Edmonton, Canada in April. So that's it right now, other than maybe random little gigs around LA. But I only know those about the day of. Nah, just getting fucked over, not the good kind. Someone owes me $15K and I don't think I'll ever see it. Yeah, man. When am I coming back to Pacoima? They don't have a comedy club there. You closed it down, man. Too much stuff on Netflix to get played. I wish you would come to Winnipeg. My single ass ain't getting nothing. No, I'm sorry. I hope you get something. Nowhere near Indianapolis? Nah. And they got a lot of clubs out there. Yo, hit up the clubs. Tell them to fucking have me. Share my clips. Give me an Indianapolis fan base. That'll help. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got coming up. I mean, dates are coming, which is good. And hopefully I got some things in the work that'll push it a little bit more. But until then, all I can do is share clips online and talk to you guys like this and hope I connect, with anybody. No work for me today. Here for the full stream. Well, I'm going to be streaming up until, let's say, another 20 minutes because then I got to get ready for my show. I think I folded enough shirts to kind of have a beginning to this shit. I'm trying. Yeah, just keep sharing it, When was the last time you're on the Laugh Factory? I don't remember. It's been a bit. They're just so booked, man. Like there's a huge amount of comics right now. Huge, out there. And it's getting tougher to get these spots. And a lot of these clubs, they want, what they think is comedy approved by the comedy nerds comics who have been like, well, these are the most popular comics. They gotta be. And clubs don't want to look at the guy coming up. They used to, but there's no reason for them to. It's about money, man. It's about greed. It's about who fills up the seats. Why are they going to hire Nick Guerra when they can hire Kevin Smith to do a podcast and sell out? And that's the problem, is that I'm fighting with podcasts to Jeremy Piven, to fucking YouTube stars, to other headliners, to guys that are just getting their heat, and I'm trying to prove. And then add on top of that, the fact that these clubs think that, oh, well, he's Latino, we can only have him when Mexicans are here. That's the other problem, is that they like, well, we can only give him dates on Cinco de Mayo because that's the only time Mexicans ever go out. And that's how stupid it is sometimes. Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay. So you add all that shit up, like God bless the comedy clubs that work me because they look past it. They look into my talent. What do you want people to say about you when you're dead? Fuck. Who gives a shit? I don't know. When you're dead, what does it matter what people say about you? Just I want everybody to lie and say that we had great sex. How about that? Every person that knows me when I die, I want them to say we had some great sex, and that's it. Other than that, I don't care. Just don't make up shit. You know, we have Mexicans too, damn it. I know, but it's not me. It's the fucking it's the bookers, the marketing, the campaigns out there. It ain't me. I'm not the one stopping me, right? It's just what I'm pigeonholed to. And it's unfortunate that you fight that you want to have your identity, you want to have your voice, but then your voice gets hindered because some people can't look past your last name. They only look at that. They look at the base level of who you are. What does he look like? What is his age demographic? And it's like, yo, I'm funny. That's all that it is. I'm funny because your clips will live on forever on the internet. Oh yeah, sure. But I don't want that shit. I don't want people putting like, oh, I miss him. Oh, I wish I could have seen him live when I'm dead on my fucking clips. I'm like, nah, fucking come see me now when I am alive. I need to get a shirt. I'll advertise. I have tits. That should help. Well, maybe. Yeah. Now he can't do his bit on being mistaken for. No, I can't. Stop doing that bit years ago. I stopped doing that bit even while I still had long hair because I didn't want. The whole rule in comedy was once you film a bit, you don't do it anymore, even though I still do every now and then. But yeah, you got to move on. If I kept doing that bit again and again and again, people would be like, wow, man, he never fucking got away from this bit. You know, I like talking about crazy shit. I like getting wild. But yeah, of course, I stopped doing that bit because I grew out of it. I was like, I filmed it. It's done. I don't need to do it anymore. Sweet. What are we doing here? I'm getting clothes ready for my show, and then I'm going to get ready for my Valentine's Day show, which I don't know what I'm going to talk about with these couples. Legit couples are coming to my show. And I hope that I can make them laugh. Yeah, I love the fact that this club works me, man. They really believed in me. They pushed me when I was really even less heat 3 years ago. So they've been great about it. Oh yeah, the horror movies bit. I know, it's one of my favorites. That is one of my favorite bits. I did it on Last Comic Standing, and that's the bit that got me eliminated. And I knew it would because I knew that the judges wouldn't understand that, you know, I'm talking about something that a lot of people have experienced. You know, they see it as a silly bit. It's a horror movie bit. Oh, so where's the message? There's no fucking. Does there have to be a message in every goddamn joke? Does there have to be a reason for it? Can't something just be fun? Can't something just be silly? You know, it's like, just have fun with the fucking bit. Why does there have to be something attached to it? And there was a message in the longer bit. And the one judge that caught it was Russell Peters. He was the one guy that was like, I saw what you did there with that joke. I saw how you commented on society. I was like, there we go. Somebody caught it. And it was Russell, you know? I had a fangirl moment with you. Messaged me back on YouTube. Oh, no. Well, thank you for having that moment. Does a Tempur-Pedic mattress do it when? Now? No. You mean tonight? Maybe I'll do it. We'll see. I'll see what I'll do. We'll figure it out. I'm not quite sure. I think what I want to do tonight is I want to do a lot of the relationship stuff, like the girl moving in, getting married. Maybe I'll do the Tempur-Pedic, possibly the pot jokes, the stone jokes, dirty talk, girls getting kinkier, girls going out. I'll probably do all the club shit, you know, and then they record it. So hopefully they record it, and then I'm just going to put it out there somehow. But tonight I think I'm going to do all the fucking love stuff. which I usually don't do it all in one set because I just feel like it's going to be a little overload, right? But we'll see. And then the rest of the week, I'll talk about aliens and all the other shit that I've been talking about. You know, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm working on some other things. I need to write that down. I got a new joke that a new couple of things that I want to put out there. See if people like it. Right? How girls blame guys for gross moments in public? I don't even know what that is. Is that a joke I said? Aliens in the History Channel. Kinda, yeah. How'd you feel about the Fresno show? I don't know, CJ. How'd you feel about it? It is what it is, man. It was a great show. It was a fun time. Somebody right now is like, when you coming to Fresno? And I got mad at him for not going to the show. You know, it's not so much that I had problems with, you know, the show is great. It's fun. You know, I think the venue is a little too big for comedy. It's not very acoustically sound for it. I get that it is a venue where performances happen. I think lighting needs to be better. A big thing about independent shows that people always fuck up on is the two things that matter in stand-up are sound and lights. You got to be able to see what we're doing, and you got to be able to hear it. And anytime you do a performance where a band performs, see, bands don't need lights. Of course, they need good sound, but they don't necessarily need lights. And so their spotlights are never in the right place. They do the fucking lights for the show. Comics, you need to see us. So when we're silhouetted or when people are blinking, they're squinting to see us, it doesn't help the show. It's a big venue. I would have of course, a smaller venue is always better in my mind because it's closer. There's more energy. I actually deny a lot of gigs because of how big the venue is. If someone's like, oh, we see that, I'm like, I don't want to do big venues like that because you lose that personal touch. I'm happy with an 80-seater over a 2,000-seater. You know what I'm saying? Like 80 people is fucking dope. Who's better, you or Gabriel? Why would you ask that? That's a stupid question. Yeah, that's dumb. It's a dumbass question, man. Who's better? Who do you think is better? It's all different. You know, what's better, Big Mac or quarter pounder? What's better, fucking pepperoni pizza from Pizza Hut or from Domino's? We all have our own fucking taste and qualities. That's the other problem that I have with being a Latino comic is that people are always like, oh, who's better, you or another Latino comic? And they always pit us against each other. Oh, fuck George Lopez. Oh, you're better. Like, why are you pitting me against Latino comics? Why don't you ask me who's better, me or John Mulaney? How about you ask that shit? Why don't you guys ever put my name in the conversation of these white comics? You know, why are you putting my name only in Latino? And then you pit us against each other. Like we're fucking battle bots. You know, oh, who's better, Felipe or this and that? Who gives a fuck? They got audiences that love them. Who gives a shit who's better? Who cares, man? This isn't an Olympic event. It's comedy. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody was trying to shit on Jeff Dunham the other day. They're like, oh, does Jeff Dunham still have a career? Yeah, the motherfucker, he's on the Forbes list. The fuck you shitting on Jeff Dunham for? His people love him. Who gives a fuck? As long as you don't steal jokes, doesn't fucking matter. You know? Big Mac, McDonald's, you compare. Yeah, man, nah, but you compared me to a Latino comic. You didn't ask me who's better, you or Aziz Ansari. And I'm not, don't take it like I'm getting mad at you. I know you're British or whatever, and this sounds like me getting pissed. This is just American talk. It's like, yeah, you didn't ask me, yo, Nick, who's better, you or fucking, yeah, like I said, Aziz Ansari, you know, like, which I'm not going to answer. Yo, I'm not selling out Madison Square Garden. I'm not selling out any shit. Who the fuck am I? So I'm not going to say who's better. I don't know who's better. All I can do is say that I do my best, right? You know, the worst thing to do is to pit comics against each other. Doesn't make sense. People always want to do that shit. We're not athletes, you know? But yeah. Anyway, where are we at here? They're watching too much UFC. Yeah, it's just that team mentality of like, oh, well, who's dope or who gives a fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? It's like some people like Token, some people like Logic, some people like Tech Nine, some people like Eminem, some people like, U2, some people like Red Hot Chili Peppers, and none of them are going to really lose sleep over each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that. But I can't stand, I don't know why, because I'm Latino, that I can only comment on Latino comics. Like, I constantly get, it's not just you, it happens all the time. I constantly get asked about only Latino comics. Like, that's the only opinion I have. Like, I can only have an opinion. And nobody ever brings up Greg Giraldo. Nobody ever brings up Al Madrigal. Nobody ever brings up Gene Pompa. You know what I'm saying? You guys choose the same fucking dudes. And it's like, yo, they're selling out. They're doing great. They're fine. I'm not better than any of them. They're not better than me. I mean, in their fan base, they are better. They got people there. But I'm not better than them. I'm me. I don't want to compete with people. I don't fucking care about competing. It's like, who gives a shit? Like, I had this one fucking bitter comic saying that I went around telling people like, oh, Nick was clowning my audience size. Why the fuck would I do that? You think I'm calling up venues, finding out your audience size? I don't give a shit about your career. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time to focus on some other person's career. Who gives a fuck? And there's a bunch of little snakes out there, man. So yeah, there you go. Get on Bob and Tom. Okay, I can't. It's not like I'm not trying. You're my fave, homie. Thanks, Alfred. Thanks. Who's your favorite all-time comic? Alfred Robles. Preacher Lawson's going back on Got Talent. Well, yeah, because they're doing the Champions round. Yeah, of course. Preacher's great. Preacher's a good guy, man. He deserves every piece of exposure. I would get back on Last Comic if they had it playing again. I would do it in a second. I would do I would do any of the shows that I did again in a second, because, the problem is that if you're not on TV, people don't think that you have anything. They're like, oh, so what are you doing? When are you going to get back on TV? It's like, yo, didn't you just see me perform and laugh at all my shit? But it's always about that fucking TV shit. It's like, oh, well, this and that. Dude, I don't give a fuck. I'll be on anything that'll have me. I don't care. I'm not above any show, anything like that, Would I like to play a part in the Yeah. What part of I will do anything on TV? I'm fucking with you, Joseph. Anyway, you want a shirt? Well, you got to come to a show. I don't have them online. Maybe I'll set it up online after this week. I'll see how many shirts I have, and then I'll post up like selling them online, sell it through PayPal or whatever. If you have Venmo, I'll just say Venmo me the money, give me your address, and I'll send it to you. I'd rather do Venmo. Fuck PayPal. PayPal likes to take money like they did anything, but host it. You know what I'm saying? Do you do private parties? Not really. I don't like doing private parties because they're never set up properly. And the people there are not all there to see comedy. That's the problem. And then the problem with private parties is that you'll have guests who think they're funnier than me, and they'll be talking through my shit. Like, I did a little corporate gig, and I saw the fucking employees who were like, oh, I don't know this guy. So they started talking, and it's like, yo, I don't want to be disrespected performing, trying to win over people when it's like, fuck it, man. So, no, I don't do private parties. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Super Bro, stop being a hater, man. Stop. See, you got to get out of that hate shit, dude. I see all your comments. I'm not going to say them online. You got to stop that hate shit, man. Who cares? I mean, definitely what he did was wrong, but I'm not going to hate on the dude right now. I don't have a good enough career to do this. You know what I'm saying? Will you sell one of your organs so that I can make a video? Shut the fuck up. Now I got somebody to hate on. What the fuck is it? Sometimes you get these people coming on here and commenting like they try to play like, oh, I'm awkward humor, weird dude. Get out of here, man. Nobody likes you at parties. Get out of here with your oh, would you sell? We're having real discussion. If you want to be around adults, talk like an adult. You know what I'm saying? Put in some bullshit like that. Anyway, sorry guys. I think I got a little crazy there. didn't mean to let it go there. You know, it's Valentine's Day. I'm lonely. That's why you hating. I'm sorry, Super Bro 333, man. You can't. But that's the problem. You can't be upset with somebody else when you're lonely. You gotta. We're here for you, man. We are here for you. I apologize for the hate. You know, you gotta be good, dude. Like, yo, if you don't like that comic, don't go see him. Simple as that. That's all it is. You know, don't go see him. That's it. It's all that it is. You know, let's see here. What do we got here? I definitely had to come see you. Well, one day. Hopefully you guys will all come see me. Nick is so spicy tonight. Yeah, I'm getting a little heated. I am. I'm not gonna lie. I got. Sorry. Let me calm down a little bit. Let me bring myself down. You know what I'm saying, right? So yeah, but it's okay, Super Bro. I get it, bro. When you're lonely, it feels like you want to tag something. Did you guys see that guy that Patton Oswalt put up some video congratulating? I forget who, and then this Twitter guy who is a Trump supporter tried to make fun of him, right? It was like, oh, no wonder you're this and that, comedy sucks. And then Patton actually tweeted out that guy's GoFundMe because he had hospital bills, you know, and he was in massive debt with it and he needed surgery. And Patton changed that guy's life. And he was like, man, thank you so much and this and that. That's what happens when you don't hate. You know, when you don't hate, you might get some love back. And I guess he did hate in order to get that moment. But it's like, yo, what is it? You're going to keep bickering back and forth about each other? We all got to stay positive and share love, man. It's about positive energy. The reason that anyone's life has negativity in it is because you're opening yourself to it and you're attracting it. You know? It's like, yeah, I'm a shit talker. I'm not really a hater. I am a shit talker, though. I'll say that shit. All right? What up, Steve? You got a shout out right there. But I love you, Nick. Now smile and do the laugh. Yeah, but you can't be hating, man. Get out of your system. Feel better. You know, it's a tough world out there, and it's tougher trying to hate. I don't know why people do it, you know, and then it always backlashes. You see it always backlash. Like you see Kim Davis, that fucking girl that denied that gay couple a marriage license. And she thought she won for the moment and she was celebrated for that month. People are like, oh, yay, conservative queen. And then she's got lawsuits now. Now she's dealing with fucking real fucking prison time because of that shit. It's like, yo, hate doesn't support forever. You're not going to live off of hate. The dude that his shoe store closed down because he wanted to be in protest of Colin Kaepernick. So he got rid of everything Nike, right? Now he's closing his store. It's like, bro, what did you think that hate was going to do? You're going to get applause for that fucking moment. But then what about the next moment? What about continuing it on? You know, you don't gain anything from hate. You have a reaction. You have a moment. You have that spark, but it's not going to continue. So whatever. James Blunt agrees with people when they slag him off, and it's hilarious. Oh, yeah, that's all you can do, man. Yeah, shit talking's a place to go. Hating, not so much. Shit talking forever. I'll shit talk on everybody, but it's out of love. I only shit talk people I love. Let's see here. What time are we at? 6:47. All right, I got all my shirts ready to go. I can't wait till you're all. I'm gonna have to delete all this shit when I'm super big too. But yeah, man, it's a lot of people waste time focusing on other people and shit like that and hating for no reason. And if you ask people why they hate a certain celebrity or whatever, most of them don't have real reasons. It's reasons that were made up. It's like everybody that hated on Obama because they kept saying he's Muslim and they were so fucking wrong. It's like, you're so wrong. You know, and now you just wasted all that energy hating this guy, not listening because you got lied to. You're so fucking wrong. You know, what did it do? That's why Trump's going to see a backlash. He built a base filled with hate. What do you think they're going to do when he doesn't pull through his shit? They're going to fucking hate on him. They're going to realize that he's the fucking a shiesty dude. But he wanted to go build his whole thing around hate. You know? It's like, bro, you can't live like that. Alex Jones, that motherfucker, got celebrated all during the Obama years. Yeah, you're right. And then when his person got in, it was immediate backlash. Fucking taking him down, suing him. It's all that hate. Nobody backs you up when you're in trouble if you're a hater. What do you do with Skip? Why don't you, I don't know what this is. That laugh, though, contagious. Yeah, I did put it on a shirt. I'm watching YouTube and laugh my ass off. Thank you. Am I going to roast anybody soon? Nobody's asking me to. See, that's the other thing, is that I'm not popular enough in the comedy circles, you know, where people ask me to do this shit. I'm not one of the little darlings, you know? They're little industry darlings right now, and it sucks, but yeah, whatever. Like, there's a lot of comics that respect my hustle, they respect my grind, but they don't look at me as a peer in a weird way. You know, and it is what it is. Comics don't sell out shows of comics. You can only do so much. You know, you can't go and be upset like, why aren't you respecting me? Who gives a fuck? You don't want to respect me, it's all right, because it's just going to come back at you. Don't ask me for handouts. Don't be coming around knocking on my door when shit happens and all of a sudden you want to be my friend. I'm like, yo, I remember how you fucking were with me, motherfucker. I ain't gonna fucking flip. Why do so many people hate Amy Schumer? You would murder him? Oh yeah, I would love to roast people. You know, why do people hate Amy Schumer? I don't know. You gotta ask them, man. I mean, I have my beliefs. I know why I don't care for her. You know, because of the way she reacted to my jokes when I was on Last Comic Standing. You know, I could tell you that much. Why do people hate on Amy Schumer? It's mostly because when you get to that immediate, that dense of a spotlight, like the spotlight hit her hard, you're going to get criticized for everything. And when you're flip-flopping and, you know, your jokes are based in a darker humor, but then you're trying to, people don't like that mix match. You know, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't appreciate her jokes about Mexicans. You know, I didn't like that was a punchline that, you know, something about getting raped by a Mexican. I didn't like that as a Mexican man. So that's mostly why I was upset. Why do other people hate? Probably just because she's more popular than them. You know, it's simple as that. What you'll notice is a lot of these rich guys hate on each other. A lot of these rich people hate on each other. Like Logan Paul and all the fucking people that he goes up against. Is, oh, why am I not them? They all constantly hate on each other, you know, because they're so upset that they're not getting that extra ounce of fame. It's like, who gives a fuck? Yo, just have fun with your people. Who gives a shit? You know, they all attack each other. They're all fakes, man. I live in my car because I lost everything because of an abusive relationship. Below freezing out here. Believe me, it sucks. It was a friend who we are helping each other out. Well, I hope you get back on your feet. At least you're out of that abusive relationship. That's the good thing, you know. I was technically homeless when I was going after this career, crashing on couches, depending on the niceness of my friends or people that I met. For 3 years, I lived out of a suitcase, didn't have an address, right? So just to make this comedy shit happen, what you learn is that as long as you're appreciative of people helping you out and you're a good house guest and you don't, you know, overwhelm them in their own place and things like that, people will help you out. Now, you can't stay there forever. You can stay there for moments at a time. You can actually stay at somebody's house for a couple of weeks, leave, and then maybe come back later and they'll open their door. But if you're there for an entire month, 2 months without any movement, then they're like, why aren't you leaving? because you're in their space. You've got to give them time to get away. But as long as you're a good house guest, as long as people know that you need help and that you're really looking to get back on your feet, then people will help out. And then just make sure that you show them that it's appreciative. And God bless you for getting out that abusive relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's good for you. You helped, yeah, and that's also that. Like if you've ever read something like the 48 Laws of Power, which I recommend everybody read, you'll see a law in there where it's like never expect a return on a favor. So then when it does happen, really be appreciative of it, because we can't expect returns on favors. But the fact that that person saw that, yo, you helped me out when I needed it, I'm going to help you out. That's a good friendship. That's a good friend. A lot of time people get upset when they help friends out and the favor isn't returned. But that's the problem with favors, is that people don't appreciate it after it's done most of the time. They appreciate it in the moment. They tell you they appreciate it, but they don't appreciate it like 2 weeks after it's over, because in their head, they're like, yeah, I already said thank you. So that's good that you have that. Yeah, sometimes help comes out from the most random of places, man, and sometimes the universe drops that in your lap. So just take it as a sign of like, okay, this is a sign that the universe wants me to get better. I was struggling. You're away from that abusiveness. And you'll notice this. When you get away from toxic people, your life actually gets better, because it is their bad energy that haunts you. It chases you too. You can't carry other people's bad energy. We only have so much, and between giving it to a job and finding things for ourselves, we only give ourselves so little. So when you have someone draining you of it, taking you of it, then you're inviting the badness in. So once you get rid of it, all of a sudden it'll take some time. At first, it feels like you're exhausted and you're depleted because something major was just taken out of your life, whether it was good or bad energy. Even bad energy can leave you exhausted when you're like, fuck, and you're kind of dazed and you don't know what to do, right? But that's just you getting back on your feet. We all gotta stop for a moment. When shit's going wrong, you just gotta stop and just take a moment to really think about life and just be like, okay, let me just focus and let me get rid of the excess shit that I just can't deal with right now. The people that are wanting my attention, that aren't helping out, this and that. And then you see that it's like working out. At first, it's sluggish, because you've been fighting negative energy. You exhausted yourself. Now it's like, okay, now I got to work the positive back in. And it's going to be a workout. And it's uphill. But once you get it, boom, 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 the positivity keeps extending on top and on top and on top. Yeah, man. Having somebody poisonous in your life is definitely. Edie's at home. She's back in LA. I'm in Denver. I got to get ready, guys. I got 30 minutes. Yeah, attitude and mindset are what make the most difference. Yeah, and we all got to realize that there are people that, if you're a good person, there are bad people that see that. They feel it. And they present themselves as allies. But what they want to do is take that goodness from you. They want to take that positive energy. And often you get stuck in a moment where you didn't realize that person was doing that, right? Because they put on a great mask. They shaded themselves perfectly. I would recommend reading personality books like, The Sociopath Next Door. I Can Read Anyone, shit like that, right? So you've got to not be upset with yourself for falling into that spell. That's number one. Don't be upset with yourself. We all have been bamboozled. We've all been lied to. We've all been conned by somebody who just knows how to manipulate. Just watch the fucking Abducted in Plain Sight if you want to see crazy, fucking manipulation, right? So don't be upset with yourself for getting in a bad situation. Just pause, get out of that situation, get other people out of the situation that aren't helping you out, and get back on the grind with yourself. Exercise, get out, do other release things, whether it's like, you know what, I'm just going to paint for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, find an outlet, but in finding that outlet, don't try to make it perfect. Just make it therapy. Grab a fucking an easel, get some fucking paint, get a canvas, and just go nuts. You're not selling this painting to a museum, so don't worry about how perfect and how beautiful it is. Just get these feelings out, whether it's that or another way, or writing it down, and just write it all down. And don't do it perfect. Just fucking write. Just scribble shit. Just go crazy. Just get all those thoughts out of your head, because that's what's draining you. And it doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't have to be great. It just has to be out of your head. And once you do that, you will see that there will be a lot of just that mind fogness will go away, and you will be able to think clearer. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Well, I got to go. Yeah, start painting. Go crazy. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about. Take care of yourselves, guys. It's hard to say no, even though your gut knows to say no. It is hard to say no, but as long as you don't criticize yourself, as long as you are not your own critic, which we all are, as long as you don't edit yourself through this process where you're like, I just got to get this out, then you will get it out. And then you just fucking put it in a box and throw it away or whatever the fuck. Just go nuts. All right, guys. Bye-bye. I got to get dressed for my show. I'm glad that we had this talk. This conversation went all over the place, didn't it? We'll talk later. See you when I see you, and hopefully I'll be able to go to all the places that you guys want me to go. All right, bye-bye, everyone. Let's see, and stream.